Hold on to your seats, it's going to be a fast 9.5 minutes. This spray painting the inside black here. I didn't use spray paint too much on my model here. Just the black and the white here on the windows. I already painted the gray part. I had some issues with my camera, so I'm just putting on the wash here. Using a magic eraser to wipe it all off, because there's grooves in there, kind of make it look like concrete in the front. Painting the steps here a little bit lighter color. I used brush on the rest of this, and it actually came out looking pretty good with the brush strokes. You won't be able to see it in the camera, but it looks like brushed concrete. Came out pretty good. The pillars here I'm painting brown to mimic wood. Here I'm putting a base coat of silver on the ribbons that are on those posts. I'm going to put a darker color on next, and I wasn't sure if it was going to show through or show as bright, so I put silver underneath it. Here I'm putting on the top coat. Have blue ribbons on the front of the building here. I think it came out looking pretty good on both sides. It was quite interesting just flipping back and forth trying to get it straight. Here another thing I did was repainted all this. Didn't come out exactly how I wanted, but putting the whitewash back on here came out looking pretty good after a second time. Same thing with the eraser, magic eraser. Taking that off, all the excess off. Here's the gel bars on here. I'm putting the base coat on here. From the salt weather, the bars came out pretty good. It's the first time I ever salt weathered. I was quite impressed with it. Definitely gonna do it again. Here I'm just putting a wash over them so nice and grungy. They never clean them or paint them, so it makes it look nice and used and worn. Here's the light posts that are going to go on the front steps. I also attempted to put the blue ribbons on there, which you can't really see too well in the video, but they came out looking good. Try to show you, but it really doesn't come out that well. Here I'm gonna take the tops off of them and put light bulbs on them. We'll show that in video 3. Here I'm just putting a wash on all the windows, trying to make them look worn and dirty. I'm just trying to scuff up the paint here so I can glue on all the windows to everything. That was the first time I did this to a building, or ever assembled a building, so I had a lot of fun doing it. More fun than I thought I would, actually. Of course, being the first time I've done this, I was a little nervous putting everything together, especially with super glue. Once you put it on, it's on and done, so it was a little nerve-wracking, but I just said, oh, I'm gonna do it. It is what it is. So worked out really well. everything surprisingly fit in perfect, especially after sitting in my garage for 20 years. Everything was exactly how it should have been. Here I was trying to show the difference in colors. I was going to make it so like the top half of that building was repaired, so it had a little bit whiter grout marks. It was about 2.5 hours of video I had to put into 9.5 minutes. Here I'm just mocking up the building, making sure it'll fit right, and it did. I was surprised there was no warping in any of these. Nice and square. All the edges or corners are beveled, so it made it come together real nice. A little glue here and there, and I think I went through 3/4 of that bottle with the glue. Here I'm doing the roof, and what I used is sandpaper on this. I saw it in another YouTube video, and it looks very realistic, and I thought it came out really nice. They're 3-foot scale also, the width of them. Here I'm putting all the tar marks in there. I used gloss black, but later on I found out that I really didn't need to use gloss, because after I weathered it, it didn't look glossy, which it looked realistic anyway, so I was happy with it. Here I'm doing the weathering. The roof slopes back to that spot, so I wanted to make most of the dirt at the bottom there, and putting little dirt marks down from the pipes there. Here I'm using my weathering powders to weather my building, and 99.9% of the techniques I'm using was learned off of YouTube. So thank you guys very much for the help here. Another part that I was nervous about, because I mean, once you put this stuff on, it's not permanent, but it sticks on pretty well. I did put a clear coat on in between each time, so it would stick on there real nice and good. And it also, what I did learn from YouTube is it does help make that the weathering chalk stick better, and that does work very well. So it was very fun. I was very excited about weathering my building like this. I didn't want to weather the front of the building too much, because I wanted to make it look like they cleaned the front and, you know, took pride in it. This bottom part here, I was just putting on some dirt, some brown weathering powders, make it look like the dirt was splashing up off the ground. So I think it came out pretty good. And doing a little more brown up on top too, getting a little dirty. Went around the whole building like that. So thank you very much, and keep an eye out for video number 3.